What are you reading? Oh, it's like a retelling of the Odyssey, but set in outer space and gender swapped. Cool. What part are you at? Well, they're just escaping in their spaceship, and the captain, Odysseus, is kind of losing control of the ship because their spaceship is like, you have to all be in sync and like sort of mind meld to get it to work. So it's like malfunctioning and breaking down because they're not in harmony. And she's like trying to like get control of all of her crew, but really they're being like sucked into the orbit of this like planet that has this like really strong pull. It's like almost like enchanting. And the planet is like run by this guy, Aeolus. And Aeolus, like, there's no other men in the universe as far as they know. And he like just runs this planet, has tons of babies. They grow up, and then he has babies with them, and he's just trying to have a son, but he only has daughters. So he like offers that he can fix their ship, and at first Odyssey is like, oh, okay. But then she talks to some of the daughters of Aeolus, and they're like, oh yeah, he's just gonna fuck all you, and then if you have a daughter, he'll just throw you into outer space to freeze. So Odyssey is like, okay, 7 girls, your mission is to seduce him while we escape, and you're just gonna stay here, basically, and do sex work and while we get away. But why are there no more men in the universe besides Aeolus? Okay, so like back when Zeus killed her parents, she was like, I'm not going to have this happen to me, no more children, so therefore no more men. So she made it so no one could have any boys, and that there were no more men that existed. And she imprisoned one of her daughters on this planet called Nyx, where there's like beautiful swamp with this like magical flower, and when you ate it, you know, you start to see things and get powers. And her daughter like created a new gender of person from eating all these flowers and kind of going a little bit mad. And the new gender is called Sybex. And Sybex could like get pregnant from a woman, and there weren't a man, which is great. Third option. But she got like more and more out there, eating more and more of the flowers, until she just like became a part of the land on Nyx. And now she's just like a part of the planet there. Anyways, Poseidon feels hurt because Odysseus didn't make a sacrifice to her. And so she causes a storm that crashes their ship again. And they land on Nyx. And there's just like levels and levels of pleasure that they like descend through on Nyx. And for some reason, like the lowest level of pleasure is like this bathhouse. And Odysseus and her Sybex like go down there, and they're chilling, getting high, and taking a bath. And Sybex is like, so why don't you let me have your baby? I can tell you don't want to go home. You keep on doing all these side quests instead of going home. Odysseus gets really mad, and she's like, don't ever bring that up again. And she just leaves her Sybex in the bathhouse, really sad. And then a storm is coming up again, and so she has to get back to her ship, and her crew is like, do we have everyone on board? Are we good to go? And Odysseus is like, yep, everyone's here, even though her Sybex is not.